Okay, now we are in the YouTube. We are live. Let me share the questions for today. So for today, this topic is this subject for today, this handle text questions. I was thinking because sometimes in our job or I don't know, in a conversation with our friends or anywhere, uh, we get different subjects for to talk about. So uh, I think will be a very interesting talk to talk these handle questions to answer to discuss these handle questions. And my suggestion is that we open our browser or Google for take a look in these subjects and to learn a little more uh, for to speak to share some things, some opinion, some vision about these questions. Okay, uh, I can see some different people that I don't knew. It's first time that I see, for example, Saulo or João and Vander. I don't know you guys, so uh, welcome. And my name is Paul. I am a facilitator here in TalkNTalk. I am a front-end developer. I am married. I'm living in Recife. In this weekend, I am come back to home because right now, I am in Ceará, in a small city from Ceará. Uh, and yeah, I think it's that I can share for now. Someone can share a little bit about yourself, please?
I can talk about myself. I'm Carlos. I'm from Brazil, Rio. I'm software engineer. I'm working at backend with .NET framework. So I'm married. I'm 24, and this is it.
I can say next. My name is João. I've been on TalkNTalk since August from the last year. I live in Salvador, Bahia. I work as a software engineer for 1.5 years, and I work to a company from São Paulo, so I work from home. And I study electrical engineering also.
Can you hear me? So my name is Paulo, and I'm living in Bahia too, but in Cacaé, a big city. And I'm studying HTML. I don't know how to speak that in English. That's maybe a signal or something like that. I I studied it a long time ago. My first university was web design, but two 201, it's like maybe 20 years ago. 20 no, maybe yeah, 20 years ago. My English is not good, but I can understand maybe speak something like that. But I'm here just to try improve my English and practice the new words with the technology. And wow, I'm starting the into making things now. It's like everything is new for me. So I'm here just to hear and maybe improve some words on expression.
Okay. My name is Homer, and I am 31 years old and live in São Paulo. My job is, is monitoring, uh, but uh, but not but I am unemployed. Uh, uh, I'm study English 6 months. Okay.
Your microphone is low. I not understand the about yourself. I don't know. It's mine or your. I don't know.
Yes, I was trying to make up my phone and I can good listen you, Vander. Are you speaking close your mouth? I don't know.
Um, wait, wait.
Som, teste.
No,
Oh
it's
yeah. Now it's
Uh,
working.
uh, okay. My name is Vander. Okay. Uh, 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 I am 31 years old, living in São Paulo. My job is monitoring, but not is unemployed. Unemployed. E I study English 6 months. Mm, okay.
okay.
Okay, no problem. Feel free, man. If you wanna talk, this is the place. Uh, okay, guys. Look, you don't need to worry about don't know many words or uh, perfect speak, perfect listening. Uh, don't worry about that. Yeah, I also think when I am thinking about how I can speak, my English is not so good. I can send something, but I can't speak very well, very well. Uh, but I think like imagine I don't know if this happened in Bolivia, but in Brazil, uh, different regions have different accents, the ways for speak a word, for example. So if you don't understand when someone from Ceará fala, speak, or someone from São Paulo, or someone from Rio, You just ask for repeat, but you don't say every time, sorry, because I am from here and I speak in this way. This is my way to speak, you know? So don't worry, man, don't worry. If the people don't understand you, they will ask for you to repeat something. So just speak, just enjoy this conversation. This will help you to be more confident. Look for the Indian. The Indians, they speak very well. It's a very present accent, but they speak very well, you know. Sometimes it's hard for understand, but if you don't understand, just ask for repeat. Just this. Okay, but let's go to the questions for today. Very good. We are in a good team here. So handle text. Oh, handle tech questions. And the first question, what is cloud computer? Everyone here maybe know this, so I think it's very easy to share, to talk about this. But let me choose someone. Let me see. I think Saulo. Saulo is starting to study. So, man, what do you think?
No,
In
don't
your
worry. I didn't notice his expression, but I'm in Google now just
very
to
good.
find some,
Yeah.
yeah, just to find something like cloud computing.
But for you, before you read
Yes.
something in the
Oh, okay,
Google,
okay.
for
Just
you, what is that?
I'm not sure. Really, I have no idea. I have no idea about that. But with the name, I think it's like maybe the cloud is like a computer in the cloud, maybe in Drive or well, a cloud is, I'm not sure, but I think it's something like maybe a machine in the cloud. Maybe someone can.
It's like a computer in the sky.
I know, no. But maybe not in the airplane. No, for me it's like. Maybe someone has a Linux, for example, one machine, but it's not in your house. Maybe it's one machine in your house, but it's the software in the cloud. I'm not sure. I think that's something like this. All right.
Yes, this I think this is a part of a big answer for this question. Yeah, I think that. But someone else, what do you think? I don't know, Vander. What do you think, Vander? It's muted.
Uh, repeat, please.
What is cloud compute? Do you have the questions here in the chat? Can you
No,
read?
no.
See? Let me share again. Okay, it's in the chat. You can.
No, okay. Cloud computing is big, big, harder, host, mm, hosts in perdão, diversas em English. Eu vou.
You can speak the phrase in Portuguese if you want, and we can help you to speak this phrase.
Diversas regiões.
Many regions.
Isso.
Okay.
Many regions. In word, use the client que buy ou contraction, cloud, virtual, for site, client Azure, configuration, for Windows, Linux, Mac. That's okay.
Yeah, very good, very good. Pick someone to be the next. You, Vander, you can you pick someone to be the next to answer this question?
João.
Okay. What is cloud computing? I think that is a way to provide computing functionalities without having the computer physically next to you to access directly. Maybe those computers are located in somewhere very far from where you are using the service, and all the computing features are usable for you by distance. I will choose Christian.
Very good.
Okay, for me, cloud computing is it's kind of difficult to me to try to find a concept. I just did a little course about cloud computer using AWS, but for me it would be the changes that occurred lately, moving the real servers that we had in the past in our companies or even in our houses, move that kind of machines, that real machines, to virtual machines. And so all of that service, even we can now have databases servers in the cloud. There are we don't know somewhere, but it's working for you. So that kind of resources, what kind of process that were used to be in our places, and it was on us to maintain them, it's now on other services or for other companies, for example, AWS and the Google Cloud as well. So all the service were changed for this new one that nowadays are used, I think, for everyone.
Yeah, you help me remember when you talk about AWS. Alexa, it's a good example of how can I say, how is using the cloud computing, because basically the dispositive Alexa is just an interface that your voice is translated in a text, in a data, and sent to the cloud. And there in the cloud computing, this data is processed and then come back answer that you ask for Alexa, for example. So it is all this that you talked. I think cloud computer help us make things that the conventional computer with conventional computing we can. For example, to access a big number of data is more easy to do that, especially when we talk about, for example, Black Friday, that you need in a few days. You need a big infrastructure to allow users make a high number of access in your server. And with cloud computer, you have some features like elasticity or scalability is more quickly to do this. So it's very interesting to understand, to use some services from cloud computing. Yeah, I think that Christian, can you read the second question for us, please?
Sure. It's what's the difference between machine learning and deep learning?
Yeah. It's a little hard to
Yes.
talk about.
To be honest, I don't know. I don't know the answer. Machine learning and deep learning.
Say, don't have correct answer or wrong answer. Just I'll try to think.
I'm not sure. Let me think. I have heard about this, but I don't know the concept. So I heard about machine learning, but about deep learning, not. I don't have idea. I think that machine learning is something that is kind of automatic. That the no, I don't know. I cannot find some concepts.
Okay, someone wanna try to answer this? What the Google is it's showing for you?
I'm tried, so I don't know. I'm not sure, but maybe it's like a ER. Maybe the intelligence artificial I can learn something automatically. Maybe with the process or something like that, with the data that it try or find in the cloud on the cloud. I'm not sure, but I guess something like this. It's a learning. It's maybe the machine learning something because the data is is vulnerable, like something like that.
Okay.
I think I know how to answer this one. I had an idea about machine learning and deep learning. I confess I Googled it, but I just see an image that contains the difference between them. Sometimes I watch some useless videos, and one of them is a guy who programmed a car to use deep learning to reach a goal, but there are some curves, and he has to cross the finish line, and the car starts like crashing on the wall all the time, crashing on the wall, crashing on the wall, and he learns by himself as far as he can, and just keep learning until he crossed the finish line. In machine learning, the difference is that you offer for the machine external source. So if you want to educate your machine how to draw about, don't know, about animes and mangas, you just offer a lot of animes and mangas pictures to the machine, and the machine learn how animes and mangas picture works. It's not the machine by itself. You offer something external.
Okay. Very difficult. uh, no idea, but pesquisando rápido. é, machine learning, inteligente artificial, em robotic, Google Translator, e deep learning will be chat GPT? Não sei.
Yeah.
Ok.
Yeah, I think I'm take a look in the Google, and I saw that machine learning is like a subdivision from deep learning. It's a subdivision from machine learning. So the name it's telling us this. It's deep learning. You have machine learning, and inside this you have a deep learning. Uh, and I think Tesla, for example, I think machine learning is when you give for the code a power to take decisions, So this code, you write code, and this code is so good that in some moment this code can get some information, some data, to make a function, many functions, and then get some decision, give for you some suggestions, or get some decision like Tesla, or like a rocket that from Tesla, like SpaceX, for example, that have a big computer inside these rockets, and need to get quickly decision for to move this rocket in the sky, and when this is landing, So yeah, I think for these rockets need to use deep learning. I don't know really. I don't know, but Tesla, yeah, I think. But it's a good example, Wander, to talk about ChatGPT. Yeah, this have a big uh, have a big oh man, I forgot the word, but have many information, a big number of data in ChatGPT. So sure, this is using deep learning. It's a deep learning feature or service. Okay, so
Of
The
course.
next question is more, I think it's more easy. But I don't know, everyone share about this, right? Yeah, I think. Yeah. Vander, can you share about API? What is an API?
API is moment.
You can, for example, maybe you can say an example. Don't need be a computer example. Can be another thing, another analogy. You know.
Uh, uh, API is fast search. Mm, é isso.
Okay, very good. Choose someone for to answer this to help you improve this answer.
I can try that. And another example, not in the computer example, maybe API is maybe if we think about Sabesp or other company that to pay the water, maybe the natural if the software simple. IPA is like the company that puts the water in their house. You know, it's like maybe if you want to get water, you need a company that these companies put or this company talk if the phone with the network. You know, because I think the APA is like the company in between your or me and the other things that you want. Maybe if you want to buy a car, you need to go to the car station or or car store. And maybe you can to buy a car in the factory. I mean, right?
All right, is that very good? Pick up someone. He don't
He
listen.
didn't like it.
Go, John.
Okay, it took a couple months to understand what is an API and to have a definition in my head. But nowadays I can say what is an API. Like the formal definition is an interface that defines a contract of communication between a client and a server. And there are a very common example that is in a restaurant. I don't know what's the translation of comanda. So I'll keep saying comanda, okay? And when you order something to eat in your table, an employee of the restaurant picks up your ordering and write in a command and deliver to people who are cooking. Then the commander has to follow a contract, writing what's the number of the table, what's the food, how many of this food you ordered, and if it has any observation like the how much time you want to let the steak on the fire, for example, and all the communication between the table and the cooking session is following the commandas contract, the commandas interface of communication. And just left Christian and you. So Christian can answer.
Sure. Well, I wanted to give the same example of you, using the example of the restaurant. But yes, API is, we know the concept is application programming interface. Well, for me, it would be one service that it's Excel to provide something that some client needs. In the example that Joao said, I would say in the example of the restaurant, the API would be the waiters, the people who serve the food, right? So we need something. So you ask the waiter, and the waiter goes to the kitchen and give your order. And for example, the kitchen would be like a database, and the database provide the information, in this case the food, and the waiter get back what you need. That would be the food or the information. In my case, that would be an example of API.
Yeah, very, very good. And I imagine these examples that you say, then for example, a supermarket that you have suppliers, clients, machines, many things that need to be connected between all these. So need to be connected in a point, in a good system. And if we don't have good APIs to do this communication, we have a big problem. And today, every day, it's more and more common on the companies to create a software, and this software already have an API. Some years ago, the people build softwares, but don't worry about to build the API for this software. API for to communicate, how can I say, for export or receive data from other applications, you know. So I can see today in my experience that the applications, the companies were more about that. For example, if you have a software for, I don't know, but a software, it's like iPhone. iPhone, it's a closed system. If you wanna try to connect something with iPhone, you can connect iPhone with Android. But maybe have some way, but I don't know. And I don't have iPhone, so I don't know really. My cell phone is an Android, but some software, some applications, it's like Android are closed systems, and these make very hard sometimes to do some process for these applications, because you can integrate uh, a new payment option, a machine payment, or card machine. You can integrate another system, logistic system for your manage system, your supply system. So when you don't have good APIs, or when the softwares don't have good APIs, this can generate some problems, or can delay the evolution of your business and your activities or your company, you know. But let's go to next question. The time is running. The next question: how does data mining work? this is a question very interesting. I think you have examples, good examples for this. I don't know. I have example. I hope anyone share about this that I am thinking. I have just one example, but yeah, João, for example, João, what do you think it's how data mining work?
And I don't know if I miss the concept of data mining, but the first thing that comes to my head is about web crawling. I don't know if it's directly related.
Yeah, it's related. Very good.
Okay, so I have a kind of practice example. Um, so my girlfriend used to read a lot of mangas on the internet, but she spent a lot of time searching if there was a new chapter in one of them. And like I'm talking about almost 100, I forget how to say ABBA, but 100 ABBAs on the navigator on the cell phone. And she just spent a lot of time just to see if there is any new chapter to read. So I wrote a web crawler who enters every manga page and search if there is a new chapter tag. What are those chapters? If this like recent, like for the last week, for example, and you can set the date you want to search from this date forward. And basically, the crawler is a data miner. He goes to those pages and mine, like extract the information, the manga link, if there is a new chapter or not, when is the new chapter, the chapter link, and provides me this data to use as I want. So, Saulo, can you answer?
Oh man, and I really didn't hear this question before. I really have no idea, no example or quiz example. Now, sorry, man.
But you understand what is data mining?
So, bro. So,
Okay.
I understood that the thing that João speak about or spoke about, but I really I can't speak about. I don't know what is it means to work
No, relax.
or how this works. Sorry.
Don't worry. These concepts, these things that we are talking, it's present in our daily. Okay, so we don't need to be very speak concepts or just give examples. It's enough. Just we can just talk about these things. For example, for me, uh, data mining, it's I think João was telling us a good explication about how works data mining. And I think it's a simple subject. This can be a complex process, a very complex process when you use, for example, crawlers, algorithms, and other things for because we need to find the data, we get the data, translate this data, and make many other things with this data. Need sometimes to normalize this data. For example, sometimes you get let me see. You can get in this process, you can get a number, but this number can be a number one, or can be the word on, and you need, for example, to normalize this data. For you use this data, normalize it, or when you talk about money, currency, you need to decide. Sometimes some systems sometimes need to decide the current that will be used in this system. So if you get, I'm getting the example from João. If you are using a web scraping system and you are getting many prices from products in many websites in virtual store, some products are in dollar, some products come from Europe, so euro or another currency, and some products can come in reais, in real. So you need to normalize this data. So this is part of the process that data mining works, So it's very interesting subject. And example that I have for this is, I don't know the word, but to help improve our health, diagnostic, for example, cancer, or another, how we say doença? I don't remember. Oh my God.
Sickness.
Sickness, yeah.
Both are correct.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So I can't speak this word. Sickness. So, but data mining can help us to diagnose, to find sickness, or new sickness, or cancer, or some things, analyzing images, analyzing our blonde, I don't remember, sangue, blood, or blood, so this is a good example for data mining, but I talk a lot. Christian, you can share, or I don't know if Christian share about this data mining.
No, I didn't, but I was trying to find some examples here in Google. I'm not sure the content, but I think that is about getting a lot of data and processing that gross data, I would say, and convert it in something like diamonds. Convert that data and provide that data, process that data, and just return or provide the good part of the data that people or the client needs.
Short and good one. So Vander.
Yes. Browser cookie is browser Mozilla, Chrome is on example of data mining. All the sites we access have many informations of your lives today. Okay.
No, very good, very good. Yes, it's important. I agree with you. It's important in this process to use the cookies from the browser. Yeah, it's very good observation. Vander, we all time it's ending, so can you take a look in the questions that we still have and choose some question and read for us? You can choose any question.
For me?
Yeah, you can look from number 6 until number 10. Take a look in these questions
I
and
see.
read one of this
uh,
question for us.
H?
I don't know. It's your choice. Feel free. You don't need the answer. You can choose B and ask for someone to answer. Don't worry, man. Just read for us if you don't answer.
uh, uh, Harder is uh, physical. For example, computer, mobile, uh, 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 all of physical. E, and software is programmer code, for example, Zoom Meet, WhatsApp, is
So who can improve, complement this answer?
In my opinion, well, the concept I have since I was a kid is that the software part is the part untouchable of the computer, like a program, software, coding, and the hardware is the touchable part, like I'm not sure the keyboard, mouse, all of that parts of the computer. That's my the opinion that I have in my mind.
Someone else? João, Saulo, for you, do you agree with Christian and Vander about what is hardware and software?
Yes, I agree. The software for me is like something don't touch or it's a virtual something. And hardware is everything is like a solid, a physically. You can put your hand to give someone like a mouse, a screen, everything like that. Maybe it's the easier question that's 10.
But a machine, a computer, maybe can be a software, or always it's a physical machine.
Well, the machine learning or the cloud machine, the cloud computer, maybe it's a machine, but not the hardware, you know?
Yeah. It's because, for example, it's interesting in Amazon, Microsoft, and other cloud computing service, cloud service, that you can, how can I say, you can configure, set up a virtual infrastructure, So all this that, yeah, it's a hardware, it's a physical part of a computer, like memory, like no, how we say processador? Oh my God, I don't know. You understand me?
Processor?
Processor, yeah, like a processor, memory,
Hard
or
disk?
the machine hard disk. Yeah, perfect. All these we can use as a software in the cloud computer. So this is interesting because this is changing this way that we understand the technology. So it's important to talk about cloud computing because every day nowadays we are migrating all traditional computing for cloud computing. So the companies are doing this.
But maybe we need a hardware and really hardware for to use the cloud. Oh no, I'm not sure, but maybe you can use the cloud computer if you don't have I don't know, but same hardware like a mouse or something like this. So maybe in the future, the hardware is just the thing that you have in your hand. Everything, all this is a software. Maybe this.
Yeah, man. Very good, very good.
I'll complement that. Another difference between hardware and software is that software is never finished. Hardware can be finished.
Very good, very good. Yes, guys, we have more questions, but we have not time for this another question. So maybe in another talk, we talk about this. We continue these topics. But I like it. Was funny to share, to learn more about this. I thank you. And is that if someone wanna talk something else, to share something about today, go ahead. If not, I will close our session.
Okay, nice to meet you. See you later. Far out.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you guys.
Good night.
It's
Okay, guys.
very, very interesting. Thank you so much.
Okay, good rest
Thank
for
you.
everyone.
It
So
was a pleasure.
see you.
See you.
See you. Bye bye.